All right. So we looked up some really good posts on July 4th pet safety tips, as well as like summer safety tips, and some are obvious, but some, I mean, provided some good information on how to like distract your pets while there's a lot going on that day and how to keep them safe. And actually, I learned from one of Julie Burnell's posts from
I know
Ellie's
you're
rating.
freezing. Can I just say you're freezing quite
Oh
a
no.
bit? Yeah.
Well, Méganne, did you know that July 4th is the day where most pets get lost in the US? I did not
Yes,
know
I,
that.
I found that out um, specifically at one July 4th um, fireworks party I went to in New York on a rooftop. I also found out that veterans also get their PTSD gets disturbed during the July 4th
Mm.
fireworks. So it's quite disturbing to not just animals, but or pets, but our veterans who've been to war.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's yeah, that's sad.
it is, isn't it?
That really happens a lot. That they have to like relive all this stuff at this time. It's sad. But it's yeah, it's like there's a lot, lot surrounding this holiday that, and it's amazing to see what happens with all the distractions
You've
of pet
frozen
parents.
again. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing you talk.
Oh no. Let's see.
Perhaps you want to maybe fix the resolution. If you make it a lower resolution, it might be easier.
Let me see.
How am I the one that's like fine? I'm the one that's always had like, well, I've worked really hard on my laptop to make
Yeah,
sure
I
I have
don't know
the
what's going on
resources.
today. I don't know why I have a good connection.
Are you on Ethernet?
No, I'm on
That's
Wi-Fi.
better. Yeah, if you so your Wi-Fi is probably what's causing the issue.
Yeah, and I maybe I have too much open. I got to clean up this computer. I'm just having all types of issues today. Okay, this Chrome.
Miraculously, only issue I had was the mic and the camera and as soon as I left, it came back, which I should have done in the first place. I was afraid of losing you all, but looks like
Oh,
I'm
now
getting
you're
back.
black. Can you see me? The whole screen's black.
I'm black now. Oh, I've been black. I was born black. Ah, well, you know
Oh,
what I mean. I was born brown, but obviously I'm still brown. But you
yes.
people say black. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, there are black people. If we're going to go by color, but certainly white people aren't really white, are they? They're like flesh colored, which is not a color. they're
The
like
pink.
they're like the underbelly of like a cow. No, was it hide color? Like it's not beige. They say beige a lot, right? It's not beige. None of this is beige. Who's beige? All right. So am I reading this?
Okay,
What's,
are you able to pull this up to share it?
yes. So the only thing is, what's that little bit right here? Is there any way that you could?
What happened?
Can we expand this somehow so
Oh,
that we're only looking at the July 4th tips, and
yeah.
I'll read them out
Okay, let me
like a
see.
good girl that I am. Do you know, I need a bit of water. That's the part about the live. Like,
Yeah, seriously, why is the phone frozen?
all right, so we're gonna scroll. All
Yeah.
right, let's start with the first one. Can we widen the first one so we can make that a big one so people can see? I'll widen it. So, July 4th, pet safety tips. Brought to you by DVM Multimedia, Dynamic Veterinary Marketing. www.dvmmultimedia.com. All right. So first one is don't freak out. Fireworks explosions are loud and frightening to pets. Keep that. I can hear you drinking. Every gobble. I heard. Every. That's the part about the
Sorry,
loud. Yeah.
I felt like I needed to get hydrated, which is very important for your pets.
Nice. I'm just saying. I can hear every little gobble. Every little gobble. The crackling of the
The
bottle.
bottle.
I heard it. The crackling of it all. I heard it all. Just saying. All right, quiet on the set. Don't freak out. July 4th. Wait, I can't scroll, can I? You're going to have to do it. Okay, July 4th, fireworks tips. Don't freak out. Fireworks explosions are loud and frightening to pets. Keep them secured in a quiet room during the displays. Let me do that again. I know we're live. Oh, hold on, let me try that again. Sorry, I still want to do it again because I was a little bit crackly. Don't freak out. Fireworks explosions are loud and frightening to pets. Keep them secured in a quiet room during the displays. The next tip that is, take a chill pill. Some pets need help to ease the stress of fireworks. Talk to your vet about products and medications that can help. Well, first of all, let's talk about the first one, don't freak out. So what I understand that to mean is, look, fireworks explosions are loud, we all know that. They're frightening for everybody, actually. It's not everybody. I mean, pretty much most people are like, ooh, what's that? So it's, one can understand that a pet that's a little bit lower to the ground is also feeling what is going on. So yeah, in a quiet room, have you done that before? Have you had an issue with a pet and fireworks?
So in our case, he
I can only see half your face, by the way. Just
in our in our case, he was used to loud noises from living in Manhattan. So, but we did try to keep him away from the noise because we were in a high rise. So,
is that a dog or a cat?
A dog.
What's the dog's name?
Teddy.
Oh, Teddy. Oh,
yes,
yeah,
one of the Muttly crew models and fur contributors. But yes, I know many, but I also know many that keep their dogs out when the fireworks are going, and I don't think it's a good idea. They need to. It's too abnormal to them. They're not used to it, and they need to feel secure. And for I think it's also a good idea to pet them and stuff. I think it's a good idea to keep them in a quiet place and pet them, and don't leave them alone. Like forgo the fireworks and make sure somebody can hang out with the dog or cat.
Right, like to pacify them, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm a little bit shiny. Hold on.
It's very like loud thunder. It's not, but you'd be amazed at how many people don't keep the pets in a quiet, safe place. And another suggestion was to give them something to chew because that helps with anxiety, or something, something to keep them busy.
Right. I've never experienced that with the pet, actually. So I feel like those are all good ideas. Well, thank you. And once Mariah comes back, we'll possibly talk about her little situation. Oh, yeah. She is back. Talking to the devil.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so let's add her to the stream. Hello, Mariah.
I'm back.
Yay.
Yay. Our little trooper.
Good job.
Left the library and back to the dorm situation, yeah? Was the roommate up?
Yes, but we're all set. We're all good.
Hello, roommate. Thank you for being on.
A great help.
Okay, so we just started with the 4th of July tips. I was a little bit shiny because, as you know, I do not have a makeup person. I feel like the world needs to know and see that I do my own makeup. This is what happens, people. Anyway, so don't freak out. Fireworks explosions are loud and frightening to pets. Keep them secure in a quiet room during the displays. So now Juli just talked about her situation, which she has a pet, Teddy, and she talked about what they used to do. Now let's talk about your situation. Do you have a pet?
I do. I have a little old Shih Tzu named Juli also.
Oh, is that PC? Should you not say an elder?
Maybe,
Senior.
perhaps, a senior dog.
I felt like that was your generation's thing. Like, you don't say bad things. It ought to be all woken up.
Yeah, well, not bad. I think of her as just such a little old lady because that's what she is. But I love her so much.
Well, that's great. So what have you had to do in order to make sure, what's her name?
Juli.
Yes.
Make sure that Juli is a person and a dog.
Competition.
Yes. Yes.
So what did you have to do to make sure that Juli felt secure during the 4th of July when there are fireworks?
She just likes a cuddle, you know, she wants to just get up in between you and some pillows and just feel very safe and surrounded. And
Is she affected?
I'm not going to complain with a little puppy snuggle, you know.
So she's truly affected. You can see that she's affected by the fireworks and she's scared.
She gets nervous, yeah.
She gets nervous. Is she trembling? Is that how you know
just
she's nervous?
A little bit, yeah. She gets a little shaky.
A little shaky. I feel like a lot of Chihuahuas tend to do a lot of that. I mean, that's one of the reasons I never got a Chihuahua, not to be a breedist. I know that's one of your people's things, the Muttly crew. Don't be a breedist. But let's be honest. Chihuahuas tend to do this whole shaky thing. I was like, I'm not sure I can deal with that all the time. Like a little, always cold or frightened, that sort of thing. It's a bit annoying.
Do you think they're being over dramatic?
The Chihuahua?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a serious question? Are you trying to goad me into a trap? I don't understand.
Well, you know, Mariah, we were before you came back, and thanks again for coming back. We were talking about that you know, it's worth it for like somebody to forego the fireworks and hang out with the dog or cat to make sure they're okay, and they need company or something to chew and like you said, a snuggle, a cuddle.
Well, here's my thing: is it not best to just sort of make sure you're in the ideal place to watch the fireworks from the inside as opposed to the outside? That could happen, right?
I'd rather watch it on TV anyway.
Definitely.
Okay, so you people are completely changing your lives for a pet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yay. Oh, okay. So, next one. Take a chill pill. Some pets need help to ease the stress of fireworks. Talk to your vet about products and medications that can help. Have you had to do that? Ever medicate your pet because they were too frightened?
No.
I've never done that, but I wonder if that's something that CBD would help with.
Yes, that's a good point.
One of those.
We could ask our guest Rihanna Young, the founder of Happy Hound CBD.
Yeah. So I've got an idea for you guys. How about we ask her that very question and answer it?
We actually did talk about fireworks in our pre-interview, and it definitely has helped. I mean, her product specifically for dogs, and it definitely is taken for that situation. Or traveling, fireworks and traveling were two of the main.
Fireworks and traveling, you can take CBD orally.
Yeah, in a treat or in drops. Yeah.
Okay, and is there like a specific dosage for those specific situations? Do you know?
It just depends on the weight of the dog.
Oh, all right. And is that one of those things where you have to sort of, I know with a lot of supplements, you've got to make sure that it's in your system and that you sort of, it's like a layering situation. Like you've got to have it in your system first, and then afterwards it starts to work. So it's not like the day of, you give the pet like a CBD treat and expect it to work. Am I correct? Do you know?
That I don't know how. I mean, I know dogs are different. There can be an immediate effect or a quicker effect for some, and some might take a moment because each dog is different. But the oil, I mean, her tincture is the CBD oil. Of course, it works faster than the treats. But I don't know. That's a good question for her to ask.
Okay, so let's do that. All right, so we'll move on to the next one. Somebody's going to have to scroll that one for me, please, because I can't do it. Whoever shared it. Yes, party animal. So barbecues and gatherings are fun for us, but pose problems for pets Keep alcohol and foods out of paws' reach. Now, could you imagine? So at these barbecues that people are having, right? They're having to make sure that their food is secure from them pets, yeah? Alcohol and food and all that. Why not teach the pet to just stay away? Don't touch that. Like, I feel like a well-behaved pet knows how to behave at a barbecue.
You'd hope so.
And then
What?
you have guests that might be a little intoxicated, and they just might. Some people really don't know any better not to give dogs like even chocolate. So
Well, not even give it to them. I'm talking about, I feel like this means more like keeping it out of reach. So not putting a drink on the floor, which I think is horrible, because if I've got beautiful china that I'm, letting you partake in and you're putting it on the ground, then yeah, you don't deserve to be at a barbecue, really, because you're what, a Neanderthal, yeah? So not keeping it on the ground is what I'm understanding this to be, keeping it out of reach of the pet. But I feel as though that if you're a good pet parent, you teach your pet how to behave at a barbecue.
That's true, but what if they're a puppy? They don't know yet. They haven't got the the experience of training yet.
Is that what cages are for?
It's a question I think of how determined the pet is, because this past Thanksgiving, one of the people brought a golden retriever puppy, so like a puppy but huge, and I turned my head for 2 seconds and the dinner was gone off my plate. So sometimes there's nothing you can do to stop it from happening.
Well, I would put the onus on you, because who told you to turn your head?
You're right. I should have been just staring very intensely at my meal the whole time.
That's your
my
fault.
bad. That's my
I'm not
bad.
trying to victim blame here, but who said that you could turn your head while there was a puppy around? See, that's the kind of behavior that I feel like pet parents ought to really be regulating.
Where were the parents? Where were the puppy parents? Were they sitting next to you?
They weren't. They were. I think there was a few different tables, so I think they were in another room. But
they were in another room.
Wow.
The puppies were just kind of free roaming. Yeah.
I cannot. You cannot come to one of my parties and have first of all, in the invitation, it did not say bring pet along, right? And then you have to call ahead and say, look, it's an emergency. It has to be an emergency. You cannot just bring a pet and think, oh, I'm just going to be saddled with it. I'm sorry. They have hotels. They have all sorts of pet sitting things going on. And so you bring your little grubby little, well, they're not all grubby, but you bring your little whatever. And what if it's a parrot? What if it's flying all around and meows? That's a problem. And the thing that they were in another room, that's an issue. I don't like that.
Yeah, it was a bit chaotic for sure.
Wow. So no parties. Okay, if I invite you somewhere to like any one of my properties, you really have to let me know ahead of time. We'll lock it up somewhere. Okay. Thank you. All right, moving on. Stay cool. It can get hot outside and the festivities can be distracting. Make sure your pet has plenty of water and shade. That goes without saying, isn't it? I mean, look, it's hot in July 1st, even with all that global warming. Let's be real, it's really, really hot. And so what would a dog or a cat be doing in the hot sun during the festivities? Like, that's negligence. Do they have like, do you know how like they have protective services for people and their children? They should be calling services for people.
CPS.
Yeah,
CPS.
for the animals. If you see a person,
CPS.
Okay, can you stop? It's live. We cannot edit your little. Okay, so yes, so we cannot. I've lost my train of thought. Mariah, do you want to chime in? I'm annoyed.
Maybe there's another version. It's like Canine Protective Services. You can call.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
You just made up Canine.
Child Protective Services. I like Canine Protective Services.
Okay, are you people insane? People want actual information. You're making shit up on a live broadcast. I don't understand.
Okay, well, I would add to this that with a lot of people going in and out of the house and stuff, it's so easy for a pet to get out and people to get distracted. And not with our, we're very overprotective, but you do see it happen, and somebody doesn't realize how long the dog's out, and they need water or something like that. So it's
Do they
very
have like
easy for people to get
devices?
distracted.
Do they have like devices where you can put it on a pet? If this hasn't been made yet, I've got dibs on this. A device that will let you know that your pet is somewhere hot, or your pet is somewhere thirsty and hungry. What do you think?
It's a good idea.
Isn't it? The collar can see if the pet is hydrated or dehydrated, and it can sense if it's really hot based on the temperature.
Got to get that patent going.
I know. Okay, so moving on. Microchip. More pets get lost on 7/4. What? July 4th. Oh. Microchip. More pets get microchip. More pets get lost on July 4th than any other day of the year. Microchip your pet and avoid the stress of a lost pet. That goes without saying. My goodness. Okay, you guys can say something.
Well, from our experience of interview, our FUR team experience of interviewing a lot of people in the rescue world or in other sides of it, you get it, you adopt a pet and they say they're microchipped, but they're not. So it's worth it to get checked with the vet.
Wait, they can say that they're microchipped and actually not be microchipped.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but it can happen.
How do you find out that they're not?
The vet can scan them.
The vet. And then you'll find out, do you get a refund?
Probably not. But I don't know.
Prorated. Like you lied. That's lying.
They should be accountable.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. Okay. So then now you have to get a microchip, and how much?
And you need to update the information. Like, say you move with the pet and stuff, you're still going to have that old information. If you change your cell phone, your address.
Well, can you not just put the pet on the computer?
That's a good report to talk about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Rate that.
Now I feel like I need to check. I mean, I think my dog's microchipped, but now you got me second guessing it.
Okay, so that's something we should tell the people.
Juli, have our identification.
Yeah. Is your microchip
license and registration?
You move and you forget that your microchip may not be up to date, or that you need to update the information. Perhaps your pet has, gender reassessment, operation, or no longer identifies as he, she, or whatever. So you might have to, there you go, you might have to update all of that. And the microchip, does it have all the information in terms of like vaccines and shots and all of that? What's in the microchip info?
So.
Is it just a location device?
And like owner contact information.
That's it.
Mainly.
That's a good idea though for the things, if that could be possible to update the microchip.
I mean, if they're going to do it to us people.
Right?
Why not start with the pets?
I mean, you have a rabies, rabies tag. But yeah, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, the microchip should say when whatever vaccines were updated. And really, all the veterinarian would have to do is scan it and know everything all the time. The last time it gave birth, how many was in the litter, all of that. You're welcome. Well, that's it for the pits for the pro tips for the 4th of July.